I'm Miku, and I'm president of pizza. Oh, God. Someone reminded me of that today. And I was like, no, no. Okay. Crossing fingers that this all works because, I changed my sound settings like a complete dipshit. So, let me give that one last looky-loo. Hold on. Yeah, everything should be, like, getting out to the stream properly. Should be fine. Oh, that's cute. Alright, sorry, I am taking a work text because that's what I do 24/7. It's fine, you guys will forgive me. It's fine. I love all of my clients. They're all very, like, very flexible. Weirdly enough. Okay. Here we go. Do we finally get to, when do we get to dunk on Fan Daniel? I want to so bad. All right, so we have ooh. Hell yeah. New gear, who dis? Yeah, ooh. This is sick. I like this whole shindig. I actually look like I belong as Charlian. Like, even just a little bit, you know? A little bit. Then the X-Arc gear was getting kind of yesterday. Awesome. Girlfriend has sent you a tweet. Enjoy this tweet. Oh, shit. What? Oh, no, Zelda. Fine. I'll stop texting. God damn. Even she's just like, no! Alright. I'm gonna make sure I've got everything good to go. Hold on. Still kind of waiting for people to show up. That's all. I have a fuck ton of bots. I have so many bots. Why do I have so many bots lurking? Better people just forgot and left me on. I don't know. I don't know. Oh, I know why this is probably running like shit. Haha. I left that on. And I also left this on. We're just gonna save this. And we're just gonna close it out. There we go. I forgot that I was doing Premiere stuff. Premiere things. You know, video editing. Close a bunch of shit. There we go. And a modest amount. Oh, we can close that one. A modest amount of tabs open. Don't worry about it. It's just a modest amount. I try to keep it to a dull roar. And OBS. There we go. Perfect. Let's also close Steam. You don't need to have that window open. Okay, here we go. All right. This little tiny rabbit minion. I need it. Where did you get this? You! Reaper! I need your rabbit. Zelda, why? Hey, stop biting me. Thank you. God damn. She puts her whole entire mouth on my arm. That's disgusting. What was the matter? Huh? Fine. Lay down. Okay. Sorry. A seat at the last stand. Oh yeah, that's right. It's the fun bar. How's the static on this? Hold on. Oh, there's like less static now. I changed audio stuff, and it's now not so crunchy. Like even in my own headset. Ready for a tea break, Zalora? I know I am. Honestly, my neck and shoulders are gonna calcify if I don't stretch my legs and walk around for a bit. You know the last stand down by the harbor, don't you? Come and meet me near the outside tables. I'll treat you to their coffee. It's quite good. Is Alize taking me out for coffee? Oh my god. What the fuck? Oh, can I attune to something up here? Is there nothing to attune to up here? Have I attuned to everything? No, I think I've attuned over here. Oh, there is one. Oh, there it is. Over here. Sploosh. Aww. So pretty. Damn it. I want to dress like that in real life. Oh, wait. Attunes to Aether Shard. Does not use Aether Shard. Yeah. Scholar's Harbor. I love that they changed that UI. It's so nice now. They did a really good job, and it's so smooth, too. As busy as ever, I see. How very Charlatan that no other gourmet cafe has sprung up to compete for customers. Actually, this crowd gives me an idea. Before we place an order, why don't we ask a few questions and gauge the mood of the city? I'm interested to hear what average citizens say about the Talafaroi, and we might not even learn something new. Worth a try, don't you think? I said accompanying you. Yay! Amazing. Yay! We're a party! Whee! Sorry. Not quite as party as I would like for it to be, as if I move around or she does not also move. What is it? Can a man not enjoy a moment of... Oh, hello! Oh, thank you for the follow. Ataraxi. Thank you. That'll probably also thank you again. Ataraxi. There we go. Holy shit. Wow. Thank you so much. Wow, damn. Yes, thank you for subbing. Holy shit. Appreciate that. It's not often that somebody just, like, smashes the follow. Double my promised sub from Thanksgiving. Oh! What's up, Patrick? How you doing, fam? Thank you. Is that your Twitch sub? Or your Prime sub? It's not your Prime sub. It took you too long. Oh my god. I'm glad you're doing well. I know now I've been able to curse you with all of my content on Twitter too. Sorry. A real sub, like a real boy. Excellent. Excellent, thank you. Appreciate that. Can a man enjoy a moment of private respite? If you're looking to share a table, then I respectfully request that you look elsewhere. You misunderstand us, sir. We were simply wondering if you knew the Talafaroi. These enemies of peace have promised to end all that we hold dear and... Wait, you're that House Laviere girl, aren't you? And this woman is with you, is obviously a foreigner. I heard you were disowned for helping outsiders indulge their barbaric whims, and you were given truth. And here you are giving truth to the rumor. Yikes. I'll thank you to leave me be. I have not to say the likes of you, Jesus. Well, I must apologize. 'Twas foolish of me to expect an ounce of civility from one so enlightened. Comes, Laura. Jesus! Tell us how you really feel, Alize. Nah, she probably would punch somebody in the face. It's beautiful, never apologized. Triply apologized. Gave up after all the cues. Oh, yeah. I waited an hour and 15 minutes today. Well, no, it was an hour and 20 minutes today. Not too bad. Yes, I don't believe I've had the pleasure. Pray excuse the interruption, but we're hoping you might share your thoughts on the Telophoroi and their unconscionable plans. My goodness, if it isn't the young Miss Liviere! My apologies, but I work in the office of the Forum. If a word reached Master Fortunal that I was helping you. I see. We're sorry to have bothered you. Wow, this sucks. I'm sorry, Alize. Maybe a little bit of something over here. Welcome, madame. What can I offer you today? On second thought. Oh, wait. Is that Mistress Alize I see there? My word, how long has it been? Far too long. Meet Dickon, the owner of the Last Stand. I used to frequent his cafe on occasion, in between lessons at the studium. Seems like an age ago now. I remember hearing that you and Master Alphino had set sail for Eurasia, but then you never came back. Lately there's been gossip about your father disowning the pair of you. Everything all right at home? It's complicated. And I hadn't expected complete strangers to be so familiar with our situation quite so quickly. Everyone has an opinion, it seems. Well, it is House Levier. No matter how discreet Master Horchefall may have been, news of your family's doings never stays secret for long. Things being what they are, what brings you back to the city now, of all times? We have questions that only Charlian has the answers. Tell me, Master Dickon, have you heard anything about an apocalypse called the Final Days? What? Like the end of the world? Nothing like that, I'm afraid. And what's that and that's what you're here to find? Information on this apocalypse? Yes, whatever we can learn. Unfortunately, your patrons appear to be unwilling to speak with me. Well, I wish there was more I could do to help. There is. You're a visitor to Charlian, aren't you? Indeed. Then few will know your face. We should be able to pass you off as a server, with none the wiser. We just finished preparing a few orders. Strike up a friendly conversations while you're setting down the food. You might get the answers you're looking for. Sometimes I think about these scenes with Meteor instead of my Warrior of Light. And sometimes it is a little funnier. Sometimes me being a short, tiny little Lalafell is 100 times funnier. Not a bad idea. I hate to ask, but what do you think? Anything for you, Alize. That's the spirit. Pay attention now. I'll explain where each of these dishes needs to go. The tea set is for the chatty group sitting by the water's edge. The omelet is for one of our regulars, a Highlander by the name of Gisela. She's sitting on the outside table with her friends. Behind them you see a Migote gentleman. He ordered the oven-baked lobster. Got that? Not sure. If you're not sure, you can always ask and I can explain again. This is the tea set. The tea set. Oh my. Oh, my tea set. Lovely, thank you. So, you know anything about the end of the world? The Telophoroi? I'm sorry, we've never heard of them or their final days. My friends and I are somewhat uninformed when it comes to current events. Now, if you wanted to hear about ritual arcane practices of the Sixth Umbral era, common or esoteric, then I'd be happy to talk your ear off. Oh. Actually, that might come in handy later. This is the omelet. Ah, finally. 2, 4, 6, 8. Let's dig in. No time to waste. So, Telophoroi, end of the world. Know anything about that? What? The Talavaroi? Ah, yes, I remember seeing the name in the latest Gazette. Or there's some claim about the end of days. Some old senseless warmongering. When will these fools grow tired of spilling each other's blood? Best to stay out of it, I say. The Forum made the right choice, and I fully support the decision to remain neutral. At last, the oven bake lobster is mine! You have no idea how long Scrimpton saved to suffer and suffer to afford this heavenly dish. Looks tasty. Oh, the final days? This is the first I've heard of it. Though that would explain why my friend has been rushed off his feet. Must be a busy time to be a gleaner. A gleaner? You don't know what a gleaner is? They're collectors of sorts. Travel the world procuring things that we haven't got here in Charlian. Priceless books, unusual live specimens, and so forth. So named for the folk who trail after the reapers in the fields, picking up every grain which has been missed. Aye, by all accounts, gleaning is a most meticulous and demanding profession. If the Talavaroi make good on their audacious threats, then many uncatalogued rarities would be lost forever. Why else would the gleaners be buzzing about in such a frenzy? Watch the harbor and you'll see what I mean. They're... Sorry, this, Hello, ma'am. Put her entire ass in front of my, camera. Watch the harbor and you see what I mean. They're carting loads from the docks all day. It's never been this hectic before. Not like this. And yet, over in Razat Han, it's the opposite. They can't get supplies in. Or rather, no, they can't sell. They're having a hard time selling. What's going on? Any trouble with the customers? Were you able to get anyone talking? Yeah, actually. Somebody was talking about gleaning. Interesting. They seem unaware of the final days, aside from whatever vague news the gazettes are printing. Even Dickon had nothing to offer. He's the best source of gossip in the city. The Forum does have secret knowledge, then they've done an impressive job ensuring no one whispers in the wrong ear. In any case, thank you for playing your part so well. Here, that cup of coffee I promised. But let's enjoy a drink somewhere else, shall we? Maybe behind the peristyle, away from the gossips and their waggling tongues. Is that what that is? Yes, this should do nicely. Out of the wind and out of sight.
When our father disowned us, I couldn't believe what I was hearing. It wasn't until much later that his words began to sink in, that I began to feel the weight of what it meant.
See, right now I'm like imagining like if it's Meteor, he's also like just kicking his feet. I got it? Yeah, I got it! How you doing, Warhead?
Do you remember when the decision was made to come to Charlian?
Yep, I got in. It took an hour and 20 minutes and just being very diligent with the, I started today at 4,000. Like, 4,080 something. And then it whittled down, but it was like, but, yeah, that, like, it took, yeah, it, like, kicked me at least 5 times, but I was able to, like, keep myself in the queue. Like, it just kept me in. It was like, okay, you're good. Oh.
Graham said that the Forum was determined to keep us in the dark, and that Father's venomous performance was part of that strategy, to keep us at arm's length.
Also, you're so close to where I am in the story. Oh, nice!
Perhaps it was. Father argued with Grandfather on many occasions, but never with such dismissive contempt.
Is.
And when he demanded what justifies the sacrifices we make in war, I honestly didn't know what to say.
Just finished the first dungeon. Oh, that's right. We're gonna probably, yeah, hit the first dungeon today. I'm excited. I haven't hit one yet. So I'm like, yeah, new dungeon, who dis?
Neither did Alpha know, I know, but never for one moment did I believe we had made the wrong choice. So all I could do was fume silently. It was only afterwards that I realized how childish I had been. How being stubborn and self-righteous must run in the family. If I could have just mustered a civil response, then things might have turned out differently.
It's so funny because they have to like angle the cameras different between your, like, if you're a Lalafell or like, you know, tall bunny lady.
They must be ferrying goods to Labyrinthos. A vast complex beneath the island.
My entire, like, existence as the warrior light is just a... What? No, and yesterday while we were playing and they were basically like, yo, so, you know, tell us about, you know, what you saw in, you know, in the first, like when you had to go to, you know, save another world for a while, like, what did you get out of that? You saw the end of the world firsthand. What did that look like? How did it sound? And like, as the warrior of light, I was like, I don't remember anything. I remember some things, but like, I did not remember like the, there was like there was a very specific thing that I was just like, I don't actually remember this one because I don't remember like there being some sort of special sound before the end of days start happening. So I'm like, that's, thank you, Alphino, for remembering what the fuck that was, because I sure as fuck did not. Yo, what's up, Mingmo? Having it on in the background. Excellent.
Charlian is famous for archiving knowledge from around the world. Well, that knowledge is not preserved exclusively in dusty tomes and desiccated samples. Our living library, comprised of all manner of flora and fauna, is housed and studied within that underground facility.
Oh, so like an ark of sorts. It would make more sense why they're trying to protect this island and just being like, we can't have anything here. Like, we can't have anything come here. It'll be over if we do.
Still, that did seem to be an unusually large shipment. When I lived here, it was rare to even see such cargo transported by boat. Wait, didn't you hear something in the last stand about the gleaners coming and going more than usual?
So they know. It's an inside job. Hey, Starman, we've gotten our first inside job. No, it's like Charlian knows more than they're letting on. Like, a lot more than they're letting on. Like, probably a shit ton more than they're letting on. And we're gonna find out that they know more.
Well, I think they're the ones we saw manning those boats. And Gleaners answer to the Forum. If the appearance of the Telophoroi prompted this sudden burst of activity, then Labyrinthos may hold a clue as to what the Forum is planning.
Oh, shit. You're so smart, Alize. I'm just a big dumb... I was thinking about this earlier, too, about how, like... I like how this game is, like... It's not about you. It's about everyone. And you're just kind of along, you're almost along for the ride, but that's nice, because, like, they need, like, someone to, you know, help out. Oh, shit! Our first level! Hooray! Yeah, so, you know, Warrior of Light is really just a glorified mercenary for the Scions of the Seventh Dawn, which is fine, but it's really funny when they try to, like, make me do other stuff, and I'm just like... I'm sorry. I don't know, man. It's been a minute. Okay, let me go and grab a beer really, really quick. 1 second, guys. This beer could be colder, but I was an idiot and did not replenish my beer stash in the fridge. All right. Gotta tuck my cat. Gotta tuck my cat in a little bit. There you go. Now I can see Zelda a little bit better. Hi, honey. I know, you're so beautiful. He's like, oh, man. Okay. Oops. Helps if I actually click in on it. We should tell the others what we learn about the Gleaners. Go on to the Nomenon. The Nomenon, and I'll join you in a moment. Master Dickon will want his cups back. Oh, Isaiah, you're so nice. Oh, Zelda, you're so sweet. Welcome back, Zalora. Been for a walk to clear your head, have you? Not exactly. We did some impromptu investigating and turned up information on the Gleaners. You're doing good? That's good. I'm glad you're doing well. Oh, it makes sense. The Gleaners take their requests directly from the institutions and bureaucrats. But as you say, they ultimately swear to the Forum. A sudden and significant increase in Gleaner traffic and in cargo certainly gives the impression of an overarching plan to being put into motion. Let us see what theory we can build from the facts. Okay, wait. Prediction time. This is when Zalora does her crazy, I'm gonna predict something out of this, you know, thing that I do. Anyway, what do you want to bet that both Charlian and Razat Han know about the threat, know it's a big deal, and then Razat Han is making a big deal out of it, whereas Charlian is equally making a big deal out of it, but keeping it exceedingly secret. As secret as their secret of a dragon. Or is Razat Han's Secret of a Dragon? What do you want to bet? They're just trying to, like, keep it secret. It's either that, or, and. So, Charlene is also trying to find a solution to the problem, but trying their best not to do any kind of, like, you know, exposing of what they're doing. Like, so they're doing the same thing that Razat Han's doing, but secretly, like, in their vaults. Whereas, you know, Razat Han's just like, we have, like, outdoor science labs. It's either that or it's just the Ascians fucking around and finding out. One is a more fun answer than the other. Guess which one? Oh, you got kicked? No! Oh no! What's your new cue? What's your new cue? Crossing fingers for you, fam. I got kicked at 1,000. Like, I was in the thousands and I got kicked. I was like, I was like, panic. You were 1,100. Here we go. Oh my God, Sarah, hello! Oh my God. It's been 8,000 years. No, it's been what, like only a couple weeks since we did karaoke. Holy shit. You're rating me. Oh my God. It's like, wow, a prescient vision just came upon me. I'm like, why is Sarah here? Wait. An entire prescient vision hit me and I'm like, oh no. Hello. Oh no, you've come into spoiler territory if you haven't gotten this far into Endwalker. Thank you. Oh my God. Yeah, so I assume that how do you pronounce that? Is that Bindo? Got it. Hasn't got in because of queues. Oh no! Don't worry, I haven't even gotten to the first dungeon yet. We're gonna do that today. We're gonna get to our first dungeon of the new patch. Oh dang! Oh hey, there's fee 150. 501. What's wrong with me? My brain just like shut itself off. Hooray! We're gonna go avoid it. Yeah. Feel free. I'm still just chatting away. Bindo. So close. Okay. I was putting the Y in it. Thank you guys so much. Appreciate that. She's one of my bridesmaids at the wedding. Oh, okay. So then I must have like run into her then. Oh, that was the last wedding I went to. Your wedding was the last wedding I actually went to. Okay, cool. Very cool. Very awesome. Oh, man. Thank you so much. I'll see you soon. We'll do another karaoke night for sure. I know it. Okay. Guys, thank you so much. Yeah, so if you can't stay, don't worry about it. I love you all. All right, so theories. So we just went, sorry, I personally went through my own theories with my chat about like, what's Charlene doing? And I just, 1,200. You know what? It's pretty good. That's pretty good. It's not 4,000. Okay, good. I'm glad you were able to get back in. Thank God. I know the 2002 error code is like hurting all of us. I've never experienced that with any other, like, man, even with New World, we didn't have that problem. But then again, New World was just like, we're gonna have like petabytes of server data. Come in, fam. They don't need that anymore, and they've been shutting servers down. But yeah, after the patch, they won't need the server load. But maybe in the future, they'll have something for that. Yeah, technically, okay, on a technical level, it is 11 years old. But on a realistic of like storyline, it is only 8 years old because they did a a realm reborn. 11, yeah. I mean, like 2010, and we're in 2021, almost 2022. So, that first several years of Final Fantasy, spicy. It is long for a video game. I know, right? They made it work. They've been like updating it and making it better, and just like we'll put money into this. Fuck it. Like 11 was successful enough, but then they got to 14. They're like, "Hey, yo, Yoshi P, you got a story for us?" He's like, "Sure do, fam. Let me take over." 8 years later, and the servers are crashing because everybody is so hyped for this. Okay, so we gleaned from the facts about the Gleaners. As you totally observed earlier, Nomenon's archives appear to contain no information concerning the final days. Coupled with what Zalora and Alisaie learned of the Last Stand, we can be reasonably sure that most Sharlayans know nothing of what that particular period of ancient history. Yet my father and his colleagues are not familiar with the final days, but are also somehow certain the destruction being perpetuated by the Lafaroi is wholly unlike those apocalyptic events. Oh, so they are aware of this, and they also think the Talafaroi are doing something. Okay, yes. Moreover, the Forum claims to be occupied by a duty of pressing importance that they saw fit to unanimously deny Aurasia's request for aid. It just occurred to me, like, it really did just occur to me, like, we do hold Charlene up to, like, good standards and, you know, like, you could help us. But, like, why didn't we ask them, why didn't we say, like, hey, y'all need help? Like, you guys have no military, and these guys are gonna destroy the world with, like, violence? You good, fam? We didn't even ask that question? Like, we didn't even ask it? I don't know. I mean, like, they're, like, I get it, Charlene is very much so, like, no violence, but oh, thank you so much, Bryce, for the follow. When are we gonna get a Final Fantasy X and 10x2 too? Oh man, we already had their HD remakes. Don't tempt me. God damn it. Don't tempt me with that. You know I love that game so much. So yeah. I wonder. And now the Gleaners, official agents of the state, have been mobilized on unprecedented scale. Maybe it's more of a like, well, we don't need help. We need not help from the sword. We will do it ourselves, as they say. We will, as the new scientific method so stands, fuck around and find out with our own methods of trying to figure out this situation. So we're still on that like, maybe they are just like Razat Han. They know that something's wrong and they're working on something. But they're too prideful to ask for their help and very muchly don't want anybody's help to the point that I'm willing to disown my children for this. You know, shit like that. Oh, yeah, I know, the music is so good. I mean, this is like music we've heard before currently, but I'm just like, oh, this is good. I don't think in a stretch to conclude that the Gleaners' recent activities are in service to the Forum's secreted ends. Yes. which case our next course of action seems obvious. We visit Labyrinthos and assess the situation ourselves. And if we're lucky, Gleaners will be far more receptive to our questions. Oh, thank you for the hydrate. I do need a hydrate. I have the Charlene theme going. Oh, good. Good. That's a good one. Yeah, this whole entire section is a bop. For reals. Do you fight a house or a suplex as a train in this? No, not nearly anything as fun as a train or a house, but you fight... We did, no, I don't know if you saw, I don't know if you were around, Poppin, when I was doing the, the Hildebrand quests that I did record. I did record the Hildebrand quests on my YouTube if you haven't watched them. That is for Poppin' Fresh only. No one else is allowed to go to my YouTube. Shh, shh, shh. But that's a lot of fun and ridiculousness of fighting dumb things. Yeah, they're fun. They're very fun. Like, if you want hilarity, you want comedy in this game, perfect. And I really hope they do more Hildebrand quests because I miss them. Damn it. I was so hoping they would have something for Shadowbringers, as everybody else, and nothing. Miss them. Yes, thank you for the hydrate. I do forget to drink water. That's why that button's there. I should make that way less points. Alright, visit Labyrinthos. Anything would be better than burying my head in another dusty book. That's, you know what? I'm keeping my, like... Well, you know what? Because my husband started watching Always Sunny, and I've watched a lot of Always Sunny, like, up at least 10 seasons of Always Sunny. And Charlie Day being illiterate, the best fucking thing I've ever watched in my life. Anyway, I kind of like the idea of, like, my Warrior of Light just being, like, maybe not the most educated Warrior of Light out there. So we're gonna go with this one. Yeah, anything is better than burying my head in another dusty tome. I understand not everyone's the studious type. Consider this a welcome apace then. As for myself, there are a few more subjects I'd like to research. I may join you later, but feel free to leave behind your borrowed books and be on your way. I'll see that each is returned to its proper place. Oh, you're the best, Graha. I'm letting Kryl answer that. Yeah, so I've been kind of remembering, like, all the fun, like, stuff about Charlie Kelly and all the gang. Yeah, there are episodes where he just, like, does read well, but sometimes, like, the first couple of seasons are just, like, no, he can't read, he can't write, it's, you know what, and then eventually just kind of, like, he does read, and I think it's, like, I don't know, I like it as a, like, maybe he's fucking with everybody, but then maybe they forget the canon sometimes. I know some creators forget their own canon, and there is, the Welcome to Night Vale crew, they have to go through the canon, like they have to go through the fan-made wiki site to check things, and they've admitted this. They're like, you guys did a really good job, like, keeping shit canon. We gotta thank you. I was like, because they got to like 100 episodes, and they were like, we didn't think we'd get to 100 episodes. And here we are. And it was like, I think maybe like 150 or 200 episodes in, they were like, y'all keep us afloat sometimes. Cause sometimes like I understand, like sometimes they have notes on things, but sometimes like your own memory doesn't remember things. gonna be the last of my rant, I promise. I'm sorry, YouTube. I get into these rants. Anyway, in my own, I know this because I've been writing a story for like 20 years. And sometimes like, and this is only within the last like 10 maybe? Let's say 5 years of like writing the story, and I've come up with like new cool ideas, and like I've written them down. I've like put new things into different areas of the entire story because I have the whole story written out, and I just kind of annotate and put things into the document and all that stuff and write it as I go. I'll go back like several chapters and then keep going back, forwards, backwards, all around. The story is not written chronologically. Do not even assume that's how books are made. But I would like, oh, that would be so cool to put into this whole entire story. And I go in and I read and I'm like, I did this already. I already thought of this. I already thought of writing this into my own story. Which is cool, but also I'm like, I don't remember having thought of that before. And I came to that conclusion again to write it in. It's happened a couple of times now, and I'm like, I had to start writing my own notes for my own fucking story. It's ridiculous. I'm like, so I've started doing like, if I write a note for a thing to put in the story that I don't put in right then and there, later if I put it in, I will cross it out of the notes and then go back, and it's been a whole thing. So I totally understand, like, going to the wiki and being like, did I write this yet? What's the canon on this side character that we haven't looked at in 50 episodes of this podcast? So, let's head down the stairs over there, and I'll show you where the entrance is. Sweet. Wait, you can just enter? The fucking catacombs? Well, it's not really catacombs. Not truly catacombs. Smart to keep your own wiki. You know what? I actually started writing down, like, character motivations towards other characters. You know how you sometimes see those, like, character charts? Like, flow charts of, like, character interactions and why they give a shit about other characters. I started doing that, but in text form, and I've got like paragraphs and paragraphs about why this character cares about this other character. Because sometimes I'll forget. Because like originally they were based on real people, but like name changes and only used as inspiration as time has gone on. And to make it make more sense, and making actual characters based on people that exist, that kind of thing. So I'm like, I have to write this down because these characters don't exist in real life. I have to write this down because my own brain can't remember that. Ready? Labyrinthos is not far from here, but you may find the path a bit disorienting. I'll take the lead, so stay close. Follow what I say and don't fall behind. Oh. Where's... Oh no. Oh no. This is as slow as I go, guys. It's pleasant here amongst the trees. This is as slow as I go. But we really should move along. Oh no. Oh no, escorting quests. But you either run too fast or walk too slow, but in this case, you walk too fast. Wait. Oh god. Now we run. Try to keep up. What? Okay, thank you. How dare you? They knew. They fucking knew. They fucking knew. They fucking knew. They caught me raging about it. Oh, Warhead, thank God. Yeah, 494, baby. Hell yeah. You're almost in. Give it another 20 minutes. Oh, up here. Okay. They're testing me. This whole game is testing me specifically. I'm being called out immediately about this. See? Perfect running stance. Like, I might be going a little fast maybe on the stairs, but like here, like on flatland, We were perfect pace. I'm like, they know. They know. There we go. Don't worry about attuning. We'll attune later. Don't worry about it. They knew. They figured it out. Finally, a game in which if I run the pace, it is the same pace. Oh. Oh, there we are. Through the store and down the stairs. You did remember to tune to the shard back there, didn't you? It'll make your life much easier if you need to come back in a hurry. Otherwise, we should keep moving. Yeah, let's go do that really quick. I like that she, like, swerved into the Aethernet shard and then kept going. Oh, I've already attuned to this, so we're good. Oh, thank you so much! Azen P dude? Thank you for the follow. Alright. The Rostra. What? At this rate, we're never gonna get to this dungeon. We're all here now, yes? I've taken the liberty of securing permissions for our group's descent. Right, everyone to the lift, and down we go! Spoilers, the tomes are actually a dungeon. I'm kidding. Whoa.
Deep beneath the scholar's city shines a false sun within a fabricated sky.
Oh! Oh, that's what this is!
Exist those who consider the floor an extension of their bookshelves. And this vault's architects surely belonged to that special breed.
This is underground.
If grows too high, start a new one. If no room remains, then make more rooms. A simple solution at first, and then bit by bit, a profound transformation. Knowledge, buried beneath knowledge, a growing, creeping labyrinth from which there is no escape.
Holy shit. A false sun, but it's nighttime. Thanks. Whoa. Yeah,
Not
whoa.
what you expected. I must admit, the artifice is very convincing. But I assure you that we are beneath Sharlayan itself. The breeze you feel, the flowing waters you hear, all created by the hand of man.
You know what? Probably for the better. So it doesn't, like, get stale and stagnate. People do keep, like, records and things in salt mines, but, like, moisture's a problem, man.
The island is volcanic, you see. And once upon a time, this great hollow must have been a reservoir for magma.
Whoa. Whoa. Cool.
It was discovered some 400 years ago, at which point it was repurposed as a storage facility for scrolls and samples and such. Renovations have continued, with nigh on no interruption to this day, with the lower levels still undergoing expansion.
So an anthill.
Aren't those people gleaners?
We're living on an anthill.
Aye, judging by their dress. They are said to work alone as a rule, but 'twould seem that rule is being enthusiastically broken today. It may be as you suspected, that they are engaged in a task apart from the norm.
Let's spread out and get some answers then.
See, she's looking... Like, they had to, like, have this for... If they're looking at you... Up to your height. And I'm short, so that... looking down. But if we have like any other like tall characters, she'd be looking up. Oh, maybe. Oh no, Cry, you good, fam? I know you were like big experimented on last episode, but
Did you call to me just now?
no.
No. How odd. I must be a bit dizzy from the descent. I'll be fine, I'm sure. Let's get to work, shall we?
Hey, Cryle, we live in a world where, like, the crystal of the entire world talks to me for shits and giggles. Are you sure you're good? Narrator, she was not, indeed, good. You want to know what I'm doing? Hauling books and ore and fauna. If it needs hauling, I haul it. Every decade or so, they take stock of in Labyrinthos, you know, sort of tidy up the inventory. Never seen an operation like this before, though. They did one just a few summers ago, even. Then, with no warning at all, this mess gets dropped in our laps. Orders from on high. Damned if I know the reason, though. Could be that they're changing the layout. Preparing for the next big expansion. Taking stock in Labyrinthos. Let me think. The rare seeds should be item 1058. Cumin seeds 1059. Snarlberry 1060. Or were they 1061? Ugh, my head feels like it's stuffed with mogo grass. Why are more loads to take out more and carry in? Why are all these why do all these all at once and risk mixing it up? What if someone mistakes the Corthan carrots for the Gear Albanian carrots? What then? In and out. But more in than out. You here to help out or give more headaches? Because if you don't have the look of a gleaner, I'm in no mood for idle chatter. One of my colleagues was so exhausted he took a tumble and crashed into a pile of crates. Now I have a pack of marmots running loose. This is a lot. This whole thing tells me this is a lot. Wow. I wonder what this was. It looked like a glass roof. It's not, in fact, a glass roof. Like, it's a skybox in a skybox, if you really want to be on it about it. Wow. Cool. I would love to see this in, like, VR chat or something. Man. Any Luxlore? What tales did the Gleaners have to tell? A lot, actually. So this grand operation began without warning. And for every item they bring in, they are sending more inventory somewhere else. That would explain the haggard faces I'm seeing. Oh, they're sending more inventory elsewhere. What? We were right. The form is definitely up to something. And they're turning Labyrinthos upside down in the process. Whoa. Whoa. We would do well to learn more of what specifically the Gleaners are being tasked to do, as well as who has tasked them to do it. If your game's Laura, I have an idea. Alright. Don't one of the Gleaners you questions have said something about escaped marmots? Perhaps if you were to help him capture said creatures, he might be inclined towards more friendly and enlightening conversation. You right. In the meantime, I'll turn my charms upon this gleaner here. We can compare notes afterwards. Happy hunting! Alright. Oh, this is a male, I've already forgotten the bunny names. This is a male bunny. Ah, you wish to help me with the marmots. I have nothing suitable to pay you for your services. But if you're offering out of the goodness of your heart, I'll welcome the assistance. Gotcha, fam. The name is Vile, friend. Specialist in the collection of live specimens. That said, capture these Naxian marmots as a trial, and I have no desire to repeat. Grizzled mice, they call them. For mercy, there are no marmot species in this tier at present, so there should be no mistaking our little fugitives. If you happen to catch any, stuff them in the sack. Gently, of course. Sure. Where to begin, you wonder? I've not seen any scampering around here, so we'll need to widen our search in the surrounding forest. Be on your guard. If there are beasts there, I wouldn't hesitate to prey on a marmot or you. I'll search the trees to the west. The eastern part of the forest is all yours. Good luck. What the fuck is that? Don't worry about it. Don't worry about it, don't look at it. Awesome, thanks. Chirp, squeak. Eat. Barely have you readied the sack when the grizzled mouse scampers off into the underbrush. Oh, God damn it. Ham! Oh, there it is. There we go. Ah, squeak. Rat sack. Into the rat sack you go. What? God damn it. Get in my sack, you fucking rat. I wouldn't bet this fucking rat is way up here. God damn it. Hold on. Oh, there's an ether current here. Yeah, fine. Not what I was hoping for, to be honest. What the fuck is this thing? What? Wait, where the hell is this thing? Oh god, did I glitch it? Oh yeah, Poppin', yeah, this game has been updated over time, so it's not like... It did not look like this 10 years ago. It is so much better. Where the fuck? Where in the goddamn is this? No, did it glitch and now I can't see it? Uh-oh. Oh, there it is. Wow. Holy shit. These motherfuckers fucking hid this thing. Good lord. Chirp, get in my rat sack. God damn it. Finally. Okay. How did you fare? I tracked down 3 of the pack, which leaves 1 unaccounted for. Here's one rat. Ah, there's the odd marmite out. Wait here a moment while I put our friends in a holding cage. Kind of the base engine. Like, they did change the engine entirely, I think, from 1.0 to 2.0. And then they've just slowly kind of reworked things over the years, like little things here and there to, you know, make it a little more playable, etc., etc. Oh. Yeah, I don't even know if it's the same engine anymore. I think they did change enough of it that we're like, yeah, we can't have what we had before to verbatim. We need to be able to update this as time goes on. We need longevity better than Destiny could give us. And they did not. They had to make Destiny 2, which had more longevity than Destiny 1. Let's be really real about that. Oh, thankfully, the marmots seem to be unharmed. They've held up in isolation, but there's too much too soon to release them into the habitat. It's a good thing we're able to recapture them so swiftly. You have my thanks. So, who tasked you to this anyway? I'm just gonna go into it. Fuck it. Oh, why the authority in charge of Labyrinthos now and in perpetuity? The same officials who had us working day and night of late, the honorable members of the forum. Who else? Suitable for consumption and easy to breed, these are 2 conditions I was given for the stock I was instructed to procure. I don't know what the forum has planned for these creatures, but at the very least I doubt they'll be served for dinner today or tomorrow. Ah, so they're building an ark. Wait, they're building an ark! We read about an ark. Ah, there you are, Zalora. Oh my god, we're building an ark. No, they're not trying to save people. They're just building a fucking ark because fuck everybody. Is this the gleaner you mentioned? The one who has been looking for marmots? Indeed. Interesting company you keep, friend. Who are you folk anyway? I am Kyle, the students of Beldessian. The others are my associates. Truth be told, the forum's decisions of late have not entirely held well with us. That's why we made a descent into the Labyrinthos. We hope that by seeing those decisions put into action, we might be more fully understand their reasoning. Oh, wise and practical. Never hurts to try and gain a broader perspective, does it? Anyway, duty calls, other animals to capture and enclosures to empty. Once again, I am sorry I can't offer you more for your services. Did you learn anything new from your friend here? Yeah, he's building an ark. So we've confirmed that the order of this ambitioned operation did indeed come directly from the forum. However, the Gleaners have not been informed of its purpose. I'd say that fits everything we've heard thus far. Do not bite me, Zelda. We also discovered when the operation was begun, the forum contracted the Gleaners' guild ship and put their people to great work for some 4 days after the Telafori made their chilling declaration. As seasoned travelers, the Gleaners kept abreast of news from every corner of the world out of necessity. Thus, I'm inclined to trust that their calendar of events is accurate. Altogether, it gives the distinct impression that this undertaking was a sudden and unexpected development. Yet I find it hard to believe that such a comprehensive restructuring of Labyrinthos and its archives could have been planned in so brief a window. Nay, this is a plan that was long in the making. They were but waiting the right time to put into effect. And the Telaforoi's declaration was all set in motion? What set it in motion? It seems likely, but let us not leap to conclusions just yet. For the moment, I suggest we can conduct a wider investigation of the Labyrinthos. The more facilities we visit, the more pieces of the puzzle we stand to find. In that case, how about we head to the Archon? Archeon. From there we can reach the lower... I'm having a problem. Kryle, what's wrong? I'm fine, truly. The sudden descent has left me with a bit of headache. That's all. Nothing will stop me from soldiering on. Let's be about it then. At least allow me to take the lead. I'm fairly certain I remember the way to the Archeon. We follow past east, through the forest where you'll chase after that mouse, or marmot, was it? Anyway, 'tis the trolls you need to watch out for. Trolls you need to watch out for. Ah, oh, we're gonna get to our first dungeon. Sorry, I was pressing the wrong button. Dungeon time! I'm very excited. Daytime! Wow, yeah, this is convincing. In daytime. Wow. This music, though. Loving this cricket chirp. Sorry. 13th. And the big ol'... You were 13th in the big old 2002. Yeah, this theme is real fucking solid. I'm so sorry, Bryce. Oh, no. You'll get through soon, fam. Yeah, I was in double digits and I was, like, breathing heavy. Behold, the Archon. Archeon. As Nomenon serves as Charlene's literacy archive, so does this structure house the city's wealth of material data. The architecture, too, is similar. This building you see is merely the upper entrance, an access point to the vaults carved into the cliffside itself. Within those vast rooms are stored countless samples and specimens, as well as the detailed records which describes them. And in a matter of speaking, the Archeon contains a physical history of Charlene's unwavering dedication to the accumulation of knowledge. Well, won't learn anything of value standing out here. Let's proceed to the main building and speak with the custodian. Oh my god, we're never gonna get to. Put me back in 500. Not bad, but not terrible, but still bad. Yeah. Man, sure would fucking love to have a dungeon right now. Greetings. We are here to pursue the Archeon's vaults. Peruse? You are certainly not gleaners, then. May I ask your affiliation? We belong to the students of Baldessian. But is that relevant? I was given the belief that the vaults, those open to the public at least, were open to the public. Ordinarily, yes, that would be the case. At present, however, access is restricted. Only persons directly involved with the reorganization efforts are permitted to enter. Is that what we're calling it? Not us, then. I suppose we had better move along to another facility. This building has a lift which connects to the middle tier, yes? Might we at least make use of that? Oh. That service has also been suspended, I'm afraid. For the time being, priority has been given over to the conveyance of inventory. What? So this is as far as we can go? I apologize for the inconvenience. Please come again after the restructuring operation is concluded. By that time, it'll be too late. We're close to getting the answers. I love Alice's just like complete defeat emote. It's so good. We need to rethink a strategy of our approach. Let's step outside for a moment, shall we? The first dungeon immediately after finishing both the starting spin-off quests for anything. Oh, okay. Students of Baldessian. So after I finished Kryle's thing, like how I had finished Justinian's thing. We are at an impasse. We have no other leads. Should like to pursue this one further, but I doubt that our stone-faced custodian be swayed by heartfelt pleas. We must seek another means to access the tower levels. Oops. Your bird is great, sir. Freaking love Kryl and her little waddle. I know! I also have the waddle when I walk. This section first, it goes pretty fast due to it being really interesting. Yeah, you know what? The Estinian stuff went by really fast. It is likely that people in this area involved with the restructuring in one way or another. If we were to interrogate ourselves, we might be allowed us to accompany them on the lift. Let's ask around. Surely one is in need of a few strong backs to lighten the load. I'm on that right now? Well, when I get in, I will be. Oh, good. I really like the Estinian stuff. I did that first. Because it was basically like, the boys go to Razat Han. I forgot to attune to the Archon. Archeon. Wow, really is just like a blue sky, huh? Jesus. Am I taking a lift? Oh no, we are just students. They won't listen to the Archeon, even if we found... Actually, I have no idea what it is we found. There's no record of such a creature anywhere. It was wandering around tranquility, so we thought to donate to the vaults. Squeal? Honest little squeal, don't you think? I suppose, anyway, I suppose we'll have to take care of it until the Archon is open again. Archeon. A lot of Aether Shards there, you buddy. I didn't want to see more of the twins, so I did this. By the way, if the freaking Palam and Porum twins, I swear I'll kill anyone against the goddamn... Oh, this guy. I mean, there is a Palam. I mean, I can only assume. I can only assume what's gonna happen next. This entire star will come asunder due to my rage. Fantasy 4 references are making me nervous. I know, right? What's that? Take down you to the lift with me? Sorry, not a chance. I've been up all the way up and down all day. I only have found my spare moment to rest. I did see a gleaner fellow out at the gate there, though, shouldering a large pack, engaged in some manner of task. Maybe he'll be headed down below after he's done whatever it is he's doing. Gosh, gee, where's this guy? Aaronvale. Quiet. You'll frighten it away. Ah, it's you again. I didn't mean to be rude, but I'm in the middle of another task. The cloudkin I need to capture is close. Very close. You wish to help me with this too? You spend your time in unusual ways, my friend. Still, 2 hunters are generally better than 1. Very well. The canal here is a common gathering spot for birds of all kinds, but the one I'm after today is a hornbill. Its feathers are green and a cry distinctive caw. Single it out and shoot it with this sleeping dart. Green goes caw. But it's not Enkidu back there. The efforts are short-lived, so I'll lie in wait down by the riverbank to claim our quarry. Be sure to hit the right one. Search your surroundings for the hornbill. You may move the camera as well as zoom in and out. Target the hornbill and use the blowgun. Oh boy, I misread this and didn't do it like 3 times. Oh boy. Caca, cuckoo, green. Walk, walk, cuckoo. Large green bird that goes caca. Wait, 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 wait. Shoot, got it. Nailed it. Hit right bird with the dart. Oh no. The ledum. I've done that. I have absolutely done that. Wouldn't really call that a hornbill. But, you know what? I'm not gonna blame naming conventions on anything else.
A fair shot.
Oh!
Nicely done. Let me truss this one up and I'll make my way over to you.
There you are. Any new revelations?
I love his voice. It's good. It is good.
So you met with that gleaner again, this time to capture a hornbill. I understand catching and bringing in creatures from the outside, but what's the point of chasing after ones already here?
They're building an ark.
Oh, it's a simple thing, really. Occasionally, we remove specimens no longer needed for study, or those we've had difficulty raising. But we can't simply turn them loose. Safely returning such creatures to their native habitats is another facet of a gleaner's duties.
Really? That's cool
But
and nice.
Not in this case, I'm afraid. I've been asked to bring the bird below.
We're making an ark. 1 in queue! Amazing. I hope we get in, fam.
The restricted section in the lower levels of Labyrinthos. Open only to a select few researchers handpicked by the Forum. The projects down there are the subject of rumor and hearsay. Forbidden magics. Advanced technologies that can never be allowed to fall into outside hands. Even Archons are not privy to the truth. Those who are, the researchers involved in this secretive work, are not permitted to walk freely in the city, and are instead required to live in isolated quarters.
What could a facility subject to such strict security protocols possibly need with a hornbill? An experiment?
Possibly.
You're in!
I wasn't
Amazing!
afforded an explanation. But judging by the requisition list given to me and my colleagues, I doubt it's for any kind of advanced research. I'd be more inclined to believe we were making preparations to migrate to the south. Mericidia or thereabouts.
What? Why would you say that?
Much of the flora and fauna we were asked to procure could serve as reliable sources of sustenance.
Building an ark.
They're comparatively hardy species too, able to endure harsh climates. And among them are specimens known to be effective in improving soil quality and purifying water.
When you put it that way, migration does sound like a reasonable assumption.
That's all it is, though. An assumption. Through our tasks, we gleaners glimpse only bits and pieces of the Forum's plans. Our prime concern is that our requisitions, be they living or otherwise, are properly preserved for the knowledge of future generations. Now, I really must be going. I regret that I cannot reward you as you deserve.
I'm rich, bitch. Don't worry
Perhaps
about it.
you might reward us after a fashion then. It is imperative that we reach the lower levels. And seeing as you are already set to descend with your assigned cargo, Mayhap we could accompany you as your assistants.
I'm afraid that won't be possible. Once the animals have been prepared for transport, we send them down separately via the lift. I will, of course, follow after to make my report, but I can hardly pass you off as porters when there's nothing left to carry.
Indeed. Pray forget I said anything.
I'm in Crystal Goblin.
How do you feel about climbing? If you've strength and the courage to brave it, then there is another way down.
Wait, what? You can just climb down? What, like the stairs or something?
This path leads to the 33rd Facet, a mine shaft excavated during one of our expansions of Labyrinthos.
The
While I
dungeon!
cannot guarantee that the passage is safe to traverse, it should provide access to the medial circuit below.
Nice, yes.
I never even knew such a place existed. Thank you. This is the perfect
Sorry,
solution.
Zelda. I'm sorry. My cat has been leaning on my arm for the last, like, 30 minutes. Aether. Nice. I have one in Aether, but I don't use her very much.
You're quite welcome, but consider yourselves warned. If the going proves too treacherous, you do well to turn back. I bid you good day.
Yeah, I'm pretty sure that that one's real busy. Especially that world. Oh, Zelda. Yeah, Crystal was not too bad, but still
Turning back is hardly
fucky-wucky.
an option, not when we've come this far. Let's go and take a look at this mine shaft.
Oh, that was a big yawn. Oh my goodness, you're very teary-eyed today. Very, very weepy. Weepy, weepy. Zoo! Zoo! Ride the zoo! Alright, before we go into the dungeon, I will take a very, very quick pee break, and then we'll go in. Assuming this is what this is. Ah, this must be it. The entrance to the mine shaft. It is faint, but I hear something moving within. Creatures homed here by the research, you think? Well, slavering beasts aside, we'll need to watch our footing. We should tighten our straps and such before we continue. Whoops. Assuming everyone's tightened their straps and checked their gear, I say we head in. Given the terrain ahead, though, it might be wise to leave some distance between us. We don't want to be stumbling over each other if it comes to a fight. Take it slow, and don't forget to check your surroundings from time to time. We'll meet up again at the other end of the tunnel. Oh. hold on. Give me 1 second. I will be right back. Okay. Sorry about that. Not the music I would have expected for the for a cave system, but you know. Test your might. Oops. Here we go. I think I'm close to the first dungeon. Almost finished the quest for Estinian. Oh, nice! I think it's like right after they go and see the Star Trap. It's like right after you go see the Star Trap, then it's like, you're done. Wait a bit, it's Tower of Zot. You know what? I was thinking that the first one would be Tower of Zot, but then I was just like, but then we didn't go to the Tower of Zot. So I was like, oh man, we're so close. I was assuming it was gonna be this thing. I was so assuming it was gonna be this bullshit. Everyone seems to have made it through without incident. Nothing in the consequence, at least. And as promised, the tunnel has delivered us onto the medial circuit. As I recall, this tier is where they keep a wide variety of samples for agricultural production. If Aaron Vale's assumption holds true, that specimens are being collected in preparation for a great migration, then we should see evidence of such plans in the area's research projects. Let's follow the path to the nearest farming facility and see what we see. Now, this is going on longer than... Is that a leaf slime? Yes, it is leaf slime. Leaf flan! Yes, if I want to do Reaper, if I want to do Bard. Ooh. Damn. What indeed are those? That's a really good mount. That's a good mount. Wait. Is that a tomato? Wait, what the fuck? There we go. God damn. What the fuck? Bar's always been my main, but I love DNC and Reaper just because it looks better. Yeah. Yeah. Oh, look at these grapes, boy! Don't worry about it. Aha! I know where we are. This is Mariel Agronautics. Labyrinthos is the host to a wide variety of vegetation, which allows us to conduct studies on cultivation methods utilized in foreign lands. And this facility, which coordinates and oversees its efforts, the fruits of their research go to their Labyrinthos colleagues, so I hear. More notable successes might make the agora food so exotic you'd be hard-pressed to guess their origin, let alone how they might taste. Indeed, mystery vegetables without a name, only a list of nutritional benefits scribbled on a card. I see no gleaners whereabouts, yet these workers seem to share the same sense of urgency. 'Tis possible they know something from the forum's plans and our underlying motivations. Worth looking into, wouldn't you say? Yeah, worth it. See what you can coax from the workers. The rest of us will do the same or cast about useful clues. If I don't get to a dungeon within the next, we'll see. We'll see what happens. I would say, within the next half hour. Then I may have to wait for the next time. Next time. Wait for a next time. I love this cricket core going on in the back for the music. Oh, hello there! We weren't expecting visitors. Now, why not you make use of the lift being restricted? Why did you make it down here? How did you make it down here anyway? Oh, we just took the back road. And fought monsters. Oh, mineshaft, you say? Well, you're much harder soul than I. Under normal circumstances, I would reward such tenacity with a guided tour of the fields, but I'm afraid the forum has us filling order lists a mile long. Massive yet detailed requests. Literal wagon loads of cropped samples. And hardly any time to put them together. Zelda is in front of the microphone, so I apologize if my voice is a little muted. Zelda? What are you looking at? She might be looking at herself in the, When I first heard this grand reorganization, I assumed we would be shuffling around old stock and make room for the new. Then came the orders for ridiculous quantities of seeds we've already thoroughly researched. Passing strange, I presume, and for an explanation, and was met with vague assurances that all would be revealed in due course. Not the most satisfying answer. They're building an ark. Oh. There we go. What crops are we raising? Well, as you can see, this one is a variety of grape. Only needs a good source of sunlight to grow, and the conditions here are nothing short of perfect. Hardly surprising, given the native to a particular locale, to the very place upon which Labyrinthos was molded, a region in the south of Isambard. It boasts remarkable habitat diversity, allowing for a myriad of flora and fauna to thrive. Chilly peaks of the mountain give way to swaths of temperature plains, which in turn transition to a hot, humid coastline. Such bountiful territory is ever contested, as you might expect. Used to be called Corvus before the Imperials named it Locus Amenius. The Forum saw it not as a prize, however, but as a researcher's ideal environment, whose climates we strove to recreate in the confines of Labyrinthos. It since provided a rich foundation for countless experiments in cultivation. I know, she's doing that, that grumpy cat side-eye thing that they do. Now she's back to leaning on the table when I have to, adjust myself so that... Well, maybe just, scooch her over so I can just have my elbows resting a little. Just a little. Man, I've ought taken down... Do I have ought to be taken down below? More than I can carry, then I have some. Most of our stock is sent off via cargo lift, but some has been earmarked for ethereal transport. Hence the stack of crates atop the hill over there. God, hauling the lot up that slope is a job and a half. Slope, you say? Ugh. God of War! Look at that. Good title. Well, this is certainly where I need to be, but is it? Oh, there it is. The labels on these crates tell a story of their contents. Bundles of common seeds and saplings accompanied by sheaves of reports. Oh.
Hard to look away, isn't it? But they're more than pretty flowers. Heart blooms are attuned to ambient emotion. You don't seem convinced, but believe me, it's true. This ashen grey, for instance, it mirrors the anxiety and urgency of those working nearby as they rush to fulfill sudden orders. Intense feelings like those spur the petals to change colour. Bright glowing hues in the presence of joy, dark subdued shades for frustration or despair. Yet even with the collected wisdom of Sharlayan at our disposal, we've yet to identify the underlying principle of this empathic effect. And there are other mysteries besides. Although the flower is extraordinarily long-lived, its low reproductive rate has made it difficult to find younger populations growing in the wild. With too few sightings to map its distribution, and no closely related species to track, we've been unable to pinpoint its land of origin. To further complicate matters, every culture, even dimly aware of its existence, has given it a different name and mythos. Our attempts to study it via the historical record have been an exercise in frustration. As an avid botanist myself, I should one day like to unravel the Heartbloom's secrets. But I'm afraid other duties must take precedence. I will leave you to your thoughts.
Whoops. Oh, hey, Matoya's theme. Why are we listening to Matoya's theme?
Have you learned aught of interest?
A little bit.
A flower that reacts to one's feelings. Strange. I must say, I have never heard of such a thing.
This is all very fascinating. But as it stands, we've failed to gain any significant insight into the Forum's undertaking.
Indeed. While there is certainly enough activity to support Erenville's supposition that a priority has been placed on improving food production, unfortunately for our investigation, these workers were never informed as to how their duties serve the master plan.
First done it? Hell yeah. I must be very close.
If only we could interrogate the Forum members directly.
Is it the Tower of Zot? 4 quests, I'd say. Oh, man.
Isn't that the entrance to the Archaean?
Arcane! Oh, God damn. It is a Tower of Zot. Alright, cool.
Look, there. I think that's Erenville.
A little difficult to tell from here, but I think you're right. He did say he was coming down to make his report.
Erenville receives his orders from the Forum. Would it not follow, then, that the superior to whom he reports is a Forum member? Or at least a close associate?
You mean to eavesdrop on their conversation? What of the risks?
Ours alone to bear. We won't interfere with Erenville's work, nor will he be implicated as an accomplice. If you're not comfortable taking part, I can do this alone.
We need DPS
Nay.
for the Tower, mate. I'll probably.
Said myself
Very likely
that
I
wish
will.
to know father's intentions. And no answers will be forthcoming should we simply ask nicely.
We can apologize later, should it come to it. Right now, we need every crumb of information we can get our hands on. Consequences be damned.
It might be best if you came along as well. In fact, we should all...
Probably be waiting for my queue to pop up in that long. I know! DPS problems. Hey, Crow, you good?
Cryo?
Oh, yes. That certainly sounds like a plan.
I'm glad you agree.
Quickly! Erenville is on the move. We need to get closer before we lose him.
Almost. I can almost reach you.
The warrior stare. 1,000-yard stare. You good? Hey, Crow, you good? Yep. Carl's not looking too good, huh? Headed towards the path. Let's go catch him. You got it. Da-da-da-da-da. Let's see. Because I have to leave in 1 hour, so let's see how far we can get, fam. Like 2 more quests? Oh, good. Oh, good. Let's see. I mean, I am going through all the cutscenes and everything, so we'll see. Hold on a moment. I have an idea. If memory serves, that colossal wall-like structure is Lagascon Beta, one of Labyrinth's climate control centers. It should have its own lifts, which could access the upper or lower level tiers. If we were an agent of the Forum, make a convenient meeting place. Aha. But even if we happen to find Erenville in the company of said agent, we cannot expect him to reveal issues of importance if we are nonchalantly to stroll past. Nay, we should remain unnoticed. If only Grohana's vanish spell were here. Oh, but there are other ways of turning it invisible. Hippity hoppity, my little toads. No, wait! Goodness! Y'shtola, how could you? This is why we had Matoya's theme going. God damn it. Unaccustomed to transfiguration? Worry not. It will wear off with the passage of time. I suggest you and your green companions hop along and catch up with Erenville. Should you feel the magic's fading, return to me and we'll refresh the enchantment. Oh, no, what am I to do in the meantime? Wait here with me. In your current state of mind, you'd be as likely to leap into the jaws of a predator if you would learn anything of note. Which reminds me, where the creature's whereabouts? In that form, you were essentially defenseless. What did you? Return far away. Fine. Don't fuck up. Okay, this is fine. God damn it. Ribbit, ribbit. Ribbit, ribbit. Alpha Toad and Alpha Toad and Alley Toad are now accompanying you. Oh. Holy shit. I like that my, stupid minion is also still going with me. Drunken hobo. Shout outs, fam. He's just a toad. Also a toad. Isn't this where I need to be? Oh, I have to talk to them. Discuss your surroundings. Ribbit, ribbit, ribbit. Ribbit, ribbit. Ollie Toad turns to face north. Perhaps just you can cross the bridge. Alright, let's go. God. First of all, the things to slow me down. We get turned into toads. Frog, 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 frog.
I trust you will find your compensation to be more than satisfactory. We wish to make clear that we are pleased with the efficiency and thoroughness of your work. So much so that we have come bearing new tasks in need of your competent hand.
Why does every female of Migote look exactly like that?
Another lengthy list. If I may speak frankly, the Gleaners have been pushed to the point of collapse by your unending demands. We are not familiars to be exploited. We are Charlian scholars, and we deserve an explanation for this unseemly treatment. What warrants such urgency?
Indeed.
In an age long past, Charlian was charged with a momentous duty.
So we are going to talk about the Ark.
And now that word of the final days hangs heavy in the air, the time has come for us to fulfill that charge.
If that was your duty this whole time, why were you not preparing ever constantly?
I can say no more,
but
I promise you this. All will be revealed in due course. And when it has, you will understand that your toil was in service to the greatest good.
Yeah, I mean, I say that as we live in a pandemic we could have avoided.
do your bidding. For now. But unless you wish the Gleaners to rise up in protest, I advise you to offer tangible improvements for our working conditions. Your promised revelation does nothing to address present circumstances.
Yeah, actually.
A fair point. Your concerns will be conveyed to the Forum.
That always means no. Ribbit.
I hope that was informative. You may consider my debt to you repaid in full. While I do have my reservations about the Forum, I want to believe that they have our best interests at heart.
As do we all. As do we
Which is
all.
why I'm reassured that you're busy sniffing out the truth of things. We can ill afford to place all our eggs in one basket, this master plan of theirs, without first understanding the risks involved.
Indeed.
Wait! How did you know it was us?
If you mean to impersonate a toad, try studying the real thing. And don't try to fool an expert.
I like him. I hope he keeps helping us out. I suppose we should have known a gleaner who specializes in animal procurement would not be so easily deceived. Yet he seemed inclined to put his trust in us all the same. More importantly, perhaps, we've discussed a new piece of this puzzle, this monumentous duty the Forum agent mentioned. Charlene has called into action. The Telophoroid's declaration was the catalyst. Whatever the charges hope to fulfill, they deem it sufficient import to disrupt all of Labyrinthos, not to mention ignore Horazia's request for aid. Yeah, so I'm going back to my beginning standing earlier about how basically while Razat Han is like, well, we gotta find a solution to this problem, whereas Charlene's answer is, there is nothing we can do, we must preserve what we can. An arc of sorts. Assuming this might be a flood or some sort of catastrophe that the entire star could even come back from? I don't think so. I'm pretty sure this is the means of the actual end of days and not just a flood. We're going to the Forum now, aren't we? What duty would warrant the direct involvement of the Forum and commitment of all its resources? Judging by what we heard, none of the Gleaners will offer any kind of explanation. At this point, it seems abundantly clear that we'll learn nothing new by pressing them further. We should head back to Ishtola and Kryl for the moment to see what they think of this. Lots of dialogue. Oh boy. Favorite, lots of dialogue. Equal distance, fine. Wait, am I an idiot? No. children who are wrong. Okay, welcome back. You found him? Yep, sure did. Interesting. I had a feeling you would learn something important, even if that something was simply a confirmation that no one knows much of anything. We should share this with Kryl, then discuss how we might like to proceed. Assuming we can find her back at the farm, she was behaving oddly. So bad, and so I bade her return and rest there. Perhaps not the best decision in hindsight. Would you mind checking near those flowers she was entranced by? The rest of us can survey more distant areas in case she decided to wander. Yeah, I can do that. This is an extremely large area of me to fucking search. Damn it. For a second I was like, oh, spicy tomato. Wait. There she is. Okay, good. I was remembering correctly. Hey, you good, fam?
For you. The spell will keep it from wilting. She said you would need it for the journey ahead.
Are you talking to Heidelin? Are you kidding me?
Will you speak with her now? I cannot hope to match Minfilia's clarity, of
Oh,
course.
shit. Never mind. Yo, Minfilia, are you okay? Oh, shit.
Thank you.
Oh, it is Heidelin. Okay, yeah. Oh, boy.
Do not worry. She has lent me her body for only a moment. Just as I could not save the first from the flood of light, it has become arduous for me to interact with the physical world without assistance. Though I might converse with you for a time, the incorporeal form I assumed on the ship would be incapable of casting even the simplest enchantment.
Ah.
It is
Thanks
in
for
the
asking.
depths of the ethereal sea, the place to which all life returns, where my influence is greatest. After Minfilia's sacrifice on the first, it was to the sea, here in the source, where I ferried her soul. I wished that gentle spirit to find rest in the world she loved so well. Her, and another who may yet have a part to play, though that will depend on you.
Oh, no.
Take the flower, walk free, for you are free, to go where you wish, to believe what you will.
We can't lose anyone else. I will be upset.
That bloom will be your guide, test and proof of your conviction. In darkness, seek joy. Surrender not to sadness, and see beyond despair. Walk free, and bear the light for others to follow. Together, raise it aloft and let it shine, till the end, blinding and radiant.
You know, this is a lot coming from a primal.
That was all too brief. Already she seems so far away. My apologies if I startled you. Ever since we began our descent into Labyrinthos, I had sensed another's will, straining to reach out. Even with my particular talents, though, I was unable to make a connection at first. So weak and tenuous it was. Once I took hold of that wispy thread. Imagine my surprise to discover it was Heidelin herself. Needless to say, it seemed wise to learn what we could before letting go. Her answers were more cryptic than I would have liked, but at least she left us with a guide of sorts, that unusual flower. Yes, we are definitely making progress.
You can't be serious. We've done nothing wrong.
Uh-oh. Oh. Oh. Oh.
Master Fortuno, what business has the Forum with us?
Obstruction and suppression, apparently.
Done jack
Mistress
shit.
Valdesian, our records show you facilitated the Scions' entrance into Sharlayan by claiming them as assistants for your organization.
That's still a truth.
We are aware of your investigations. After alerting the major institutions to the presence of potential troublemakers, we received word from an Archean custodian. A group operating under the auspices of the students, skulking about Labyrinthos and engaging in clandestine behavior.
So asking questions.
Clandestine? We may not have entered Sharlayan as Scions, but we did naught to conceal our identities. Our only purpose in this city is to seek the truth. I can think of no reason why our actions should warrant the Forum's intervention.
Ah, but the Forum is hiding things from you.
'Tis not our way to discourage the pursuit of knowledge, but the timing of such pursuits must be considered, not to mention their potential impact.
We don't discourage the pursuit of knowledge, but currently you can't find out the
With
truth.
the world in chaos, we, the true caretakers of wisdom, have committed
Truth.
ourselves to an undertaking that demands the utmost discretion.
Not of wisdom, of the truth.
And we will not risk its success by turning a blind eye to disruptive foreign elements in our midst.
You cannot know the truth.
What then is to be our fate? Will you put us on a ship back to Eorzea?
The Forum will convene to examine your case. The results of said inquiry will determine your future in this city. As for your absent companion, he has already been detained.
Gratia?
Grah! But why?
Is reading a crime now too?
Reading is encouraged, celebrated even. Not, however, of the volumes shelved in the restricted section of the library.
But he's a Scion. What do you mean by that? That's bullshit.
Refusing to comply will only make matters worse. Let us instead treat this as an opportunity to open a dialogue with the Forum.
Yeah, you're right. I can agree to that.
Silence is often one's best defense. I would advise against prolonging the proceedings with frivolous discourse. But enough. This is not the place for debate.
Forbidden, not
rostra
restricted.
await.
Oh, interesting. This scene, oh boy, I'm excited. Is it all cutscene? I bet it's all cutscene. That's good. No, it's all good. Whoa, Graha. Yo!
Forgive me. I was careless.
With what? Reading? Oh
We
no,
would
he
have
got
been
too
detained
close.
Regardless. This way, at least, we managed to stay together. I trust your time within the Forbidden Archives was well spent.
Ah, the Forbidden Archives. Oops. Oops, 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 oops. I learned much. That's the grin of, I learned
Forum
something.
will come to order.
One of you has learned the
Inquiry is
truth.
now in session. As Speaker-elect, I will be presiding over the day's proceedings. Master Fortuner, would you be so kind as to restate the matter which compelled you to summon your colleagues with such urgency?
As you are all aware, we recently denied Eorzea's request for Sharlayan assistance. Since then, certain individuals dissatisfied with our decision have taken it upon themselves to interfere with our work.
Again, why didn't we give
They
our
entered
services?
our nation masquerading as associates of the students of Baldessian. But these malcontents are better known as the Scions of the Seventh Dawn. These militants wield influence with both the Eorzean and Eastern alliances, and are inextricably involved with the crises presently afflicting the world at large.
Yeah, because it's the world at large.
Loose in our city, these warmongers sought to meddle with and expose matters of state secret. What are they, if not a dire threat to be expelled?
We can't let them know the secret because it would cause massive panic.
You have tarnished the good name of the students. Galuf would be ashamed.
Galuf Baldessian was never one to forsake his fellow man. Even if this nation closed every door and retreated from the world, he would have found a way to help the Scions, help every soul of this star fight back against the coming doom.
We don't believe in the coming doom, except we're definitely trying to do something about that you don't know about. Shifty eyes.
A terrible enemy stands poised to lay waste to all we hold dear. In the face of such madness, Eorzea reached out to Sharlayan, a respected ally, in the hopes of forming a united front. Was your curt dismissal truly the best you could offer? Or are you so preoccupied with your momentous duty of an age-long past that even the end of the world is unworthy of your attention?
Actually, it is all their intention. It is all of their intention.
Whence came this revelation?
Recently.
From the mouth of a forum member within fortuitous earshot.
Then it seems your findings support my own.
Ah.
The reason I visited the restricted shelves was to study records of the Forum's policy-making process, to better understand the historical trends underlying their most major decisions. At first glance, the positions of neutrality in war and the accumulation of knowledge above all else appear constant and consistent, the unchanging pillars of Sharlayan society. And once upon a time, I might have left it at that. These days, however, I am more attuned to the subtleties of governance, and so I noticed something odd. From a particular point in time, the purpose of these policies shifted. No longer was knowledge preserved for the benefit of society. Rather, society was to be gradually reshaped to ensure the preservation of knowledge.
There it is. We're making an arc to preserve this all. Indeed. Ah, they don't deny it.
The most conspicuous and telling change was the one which befell Labyrinthos. Once little more than an oversized storehouse, an enormous allocation of funds saw it transformed into an advanced research and archival facility.
A record
I also discovered
keep.
a fascinating account on the finances of our Dravanian colony.
Oh.
The settlement attracted students from far and wide, and the connections and tuition fees thus acquired were funneled into further improvements for the archives.
Oh. That's
Now,
forbidden knowledge.
There is no question that our nation's progress is tied to the acquisition of wisdom. Nevertheless, the vast resources diverted for this purpose borders on the obscene. But returning to the matter of when, our change in course appears to have been made some 270 years ago.
Which was?
The very same period when Sharlayan scholars in the hinterlands began a formal study of the ethereal sea. You found something.
You
did
know
not?
something.
And whatever it was, gave rise to your oh so important duty.
Mind your tongue, Archon. If you had seen...
They can't
Yes.
say.
We are bound by a duty we cannot ignore.
Are they bewitched to not be able to even tell?
Knowing
And only
this,
be vague?
what would you have us do? Abandon our vital work and join you on the field of battle?
Not necessarily.
We will never choose the way of the sword. We will fulfill our mission, not through strife and bloodshed, but survival.
I mean, we all assume you don't know how to even hold a sword, my guy. I don't know what you expected us to ask of you, aside from, hey, maybe you're like, you know, planning, I don't, what?
Come what may, we shall live on. We must.
You can't expect us to ask you for your sword when you can't hold one, my guy. What? When did we ask?
You must, then. But we Scions will fight until the heavens fall, until our last breath.
What will you do? Read a book until the sun comes down on you? Yeah, probably.
Such misguided zeal.
What do you want us to do? Interesting, though.
Father, Master Fortuno, I fail to understand the stance you have elected to take. But by the same token, I have yet to find a compelling argument to counter the challenge you put to us in Gridania. Still, in the midst of my uncertainty, I must trust in myself to do what is right, as others have chosen to trust in me. So I will continue, as I always have, weighing the consequences of my every action, and allowing my hope for the future to inform my decisions.
It's like, Father, you're stupid if you think I'm just gonna fucking run into battle with my sword, held outstretched. That's LAC's job. My job, however.
That's quite enough. Have you all forgotten the reason for this assembly?
We've been on track.
Skolok Monteshane. He's the head of the studium and an old friend of my grandfather's.
Honestly, every discussion devolves into some interminable debate. Terrible habit. Let's return to the topic at hand, By their own admission, these Scions have resolved to fight alongside the Eorzean nations against the doom which swift approaches.
So you acknowledge this?
But there exists no evidence of an attempt to incite our citizens to do the same.
Thank you.
Furthermore, while our decision may well have been the correct one, we cannot simply bull our way through these disagreements without inviting doubts or objections. Put yourselves in their place. Who among you would leave a tome unopened if an elder forbid you read it with no reason given?
Haha.
No.
Indeed.
If we're to quell further discontent, then we must conclude this matter with a fair and even hand.
He's right, you know.
Order! We will have order! Master Montaigne raises some valid points. Keeping such concerns in mind, I propose we enforce the following measures. Until further notice, the students of Baldessian are to cease any and all activities within the domain of Sharlian. You will also refrain from any further investigation into the Forum's decisions and duties. Failure to comply with these restrictions will result in the immediate expulsion of your Scion associates.
But what do we get out of this? Will you tell us what the fuck is going on? No.
Let us put this judgment to a vote. All in favor, raise your hand.
I have to level all my crafters and gatherers again. Getting the 1180 was... Oh, oof. Oof. I have none. I have done none of that. Regrettably, I play this game for the story and for some of the dungeons and stuff like that. I don't really do a lot of grinding in this game. Because I stream it. And I know that's boring for people to watch and stuff.
I count 51 for and 48 against. The proposal is passed.
Wow, that's pretty fucking close. What the fuck?
Students, Scions, you have heard.
That's really close. Hold on. We need to stop this whole thing. It's very clear that the Forum is like split in this decision. Excuse me. This is not like unanimous.
Honored members, I thank you for your time. This inquiry is concluded.
That was close. See, they can't put hats on the bunny-eared girls. They can't do it. Yes, to do it all again must be indeed a pain. Let's see. The only thing I've done is a little bit of Astrologian, because we were having fun with that for a little bit. And then exactly 25 in goldsmithing. Because I have done no grinding in this game. Well, at least we were allowed to remain in the city. And our endless investigations have not been in vain. Now I know what this mysterious duties of theirs began with every discovered in the ethereal sea. With our freedoms so sorely curtailed, however, we struggle to learn aught more of substance here in Sharlian. Alright, come on. Let's get this done. My father may be right, that I am still groping in the dark for answers, but I needed him to know that I would never stop searching. I owed him that much to Ehrenwald and myself. Aw, yes, I bet Elise did so good not saying a damned thing. The overall picture has grown clearer, yes, but in spite of the Forum being so maddeningly vague about this duty of theirs, why are they so reluctant to explain their actions in plain words? Because they cannot. There is something preventing them from doing so. I'm betting you. It's an inside job. Someone is preventing people from talking. That is why there has been no gossip. There has been, literally, That asshole went and disowned his children in another fucking land, and it is all over Charlian, and it has been, what, 2 days? 4 days? Hasn't been very long. So, clearly, someone has bewitched the Forum. Survival, come what may. His father's work so vital that it takes precedence over his own family. He may not have a choice. Alphino? Alize? It is you! Oh. Oh shit! Mom? When I heard you'd been dragged before the Forum, I became as swiftly as I could. I'm so very glad they allowed you to stay. Mom? I knew it. Holy shit. I don't remember how to pronounce her name. I don't think I ever heard her name. Oh my god, please remind me how to pronounce her name. It's been months. Emilance? Emilance? Emiliance? Oh god. Emiliance. Ameliance. Meliance? Close. Ah! Ameliance. Oh no. French words. I can't do French words. You guys know this. Ameliance. Oh, Ameliance. Okay. Emiliense. Emilience? At your service. And you find people might be the Scions of the Seventh Dawn. How lovely it is to finally meet you. Flat ents. Millions. Ameliance. Okay. No A at the end. Okay, good. Thank you. Mother, please, we don't wish to bring things difficult to you. If word reaches father that you are here... Oh, bother that. Am I to be chastised for speaking with my own children? I am well aware you and Master Forgenol are not the best of terms at the moment, but I've been absolutely desperate to see my darlings again. Fuck that guy. And you will come to the house, won't you? I have gifts waiting. The timing couldn't be better. As matters stand, we shan't be going anywhere until we discuss matters with Thancred's group and reconsider our options. Go, visit your home. We'll be back in the next dance when you're ready to rejoin us. I'm sure we... Zalora, what do you think? Zalora? The Zalora? I can't say that straight, I'm sorry. What a splendid day this has turned out to be. Champion of Eurasia, I insist that you join us. But we must be quick about it. Not for my own benefit, but should my husband return and find you enjoying our hospitality, the servants will be made to suffer the consequences. Quickly now! Laura, if you would be so kind to escort my children to the estate. I've never been! And then she's gone. With her my opportunity to protest. Indeed, the matter is settled. Enjoy yourselves, you three. I'm glad we got to visit the twins a whole bunch. I apologize. My mother is not one to take no for an answer. Still, I'm relieved even to see her in such high spirits. What say you, Zalora? Though it seems we shall be little time enough to enjoy it, will you accompany to visit our home? Alright, let's go. Fine. If we're going then, let's get it over with. But be sure to stay in the entrance hall. No peeking around on private changes, thank you very much. Why ever not? Your room was always perfectly neat and tidy. Everyone has things they'd rather keep to themselves, don't they? Cherished mementos you wouldn't bring yourself to throw away. Childhood toys that I haven't yet tossed out. I mean, never mind. If your estate is the way, straight down the stairs. Come on. Oh, shit. And I say, while I were little, this bridge was as far as we were permitted to wander alone. I say alone, but my mother or servant was always somewhere nearby, keeping a watchful eye. And now look at us, traveling into different continents, different worlds even. We don't talk to Father about that one. How we were absolutely whisked away into another dimension, and then you saved us. We're not going to talk about that. We're not going to talk to our mother about how we had an entire isekai adventure. Oh no. And here you are at last. Please, do come in. Broccoli. Holy shit.
Welcome home, my lady.
You rich, ain't ya? I don't think I even have.
Gawping at.
Bitch, I live in an inn. Sign headquarters must be squalid indeed. House Levier in all its grandeur. I'm just gonna make fun of her. I'm just gonna dunk on her. I'm dunking on you. A little bit.
Gods, please don't. It makes me feel like a spoiled princess.
I tease.
Lord Fortuneau is not to hear of this visit.
Yes, ma'am.
And I should also like the children to have their gifts, ere my husband makes his return.
As you wish, my lady.
Oh, you're a foreign elf, aren't you? Yes, you are. Foreign knife ears. Oh, the lot of you.
Master Alphino, Mistress Alice, if you'd accompany me upstairs.
I kid, I joke.
We shan't be long.
New clothing? New duds? New drip?
The twins have been sending letters home from time to time, recounting their latest adventures. I am sure they withhold certain details, of course, if only to keep me from worrying.
Yeah, we only just sent them to the first. The what? Don't worry about it.
Yet a mother worries all the same. In the early days especially, I tried to support them as best I could, sending the Scions coin and other such donations.
Oh, how nice of you. I mean, your father and all.
Fortunately, they have found the strength to overcome adversity time and time again. Their words grow more confident with every letter, their depictions more vivid. The triumphs and defeats, the joys and sorrows. It is clear that they have come to find value in every experience.
She's a little freckles.
They treasure most, it would seem that meeting you might be the most impactful. Why, since that fateful day, I do believe there has not been a single missive in which you were not mentioned by name.
Aww. Thanks, Mom.
Tis plain they care for you, and I am glad they have such a steadfast companion watching over them. Under normal circumstances, I would offer you tea, but alas, these are anything but. In any event, why don't you keep me company whilst we await my children's return? Perhaps you might regale me with a tale or two of your exploits.
About I almost endangered both of your darling children. Or how about I tell you about how Alice does enjoy dunking on Thancred. And then this one time though. Ah, new duds! New drip!
Gifts. I wasn't sure what to expect.
Oh shit, yeah, with heels. We all know that Alice likes to be tall.
Mother,
Oh, look how well it fits you. And the style is to your liking?
It's perfect. Exactly what I would have chosen. But please, tell me you had something different made for Alphino.
Yeah, because Mom probably had the twins dressing similar for many, many years.
Naturally. You are hardly little children anymore. And while I shall miss dressing you in those precious matching outfits, I must respect the individuals you have grown to become.
Thanks, Mom. She dunks on everyone, yeah. Blue on blue.
Thank you for the splendid clothes, Mother. Stylish, comfortable, and eminently practical.
Yeah.
I am so glad you like them. They are, however, missing one final touch.
New weapons?
If you allow me, Master Alphino.
You ready to become a sage, boy?
Wait. Are these...
A sage's tools of the trade. They belonged to your father. Though he may as well be chained to his desk these days, as a student he was often called upon to venture into the field. He wielded those armaments, both to heal and to harm in no few battles. None so fierce as those you two have braved, perhaps, but battles nonetheless. Thus did I pull them out of storage, to show you that he was not always the man who stands in vehement opposition to you now.
We won't be warmongers! I miss being a warmonger. What do you want to bet?
And also because it would be a terrible waste of ridiculously expensive House Leveilleur commissioned artistry.
Yeah, probably. Aw, wink! Oh!
I am told these devices are quite difficult to master. But someone of your extensive experience should soon have them darting about with grace and aplomb. May the wisdom in that crystal serve you well. And please, try to find common ground with your father, that you might come and go without need for this awful subterfuge.
We're trying our best, Mom. Do they implement cross-Delta Trossia-centered dungeons? I don't know if they have.
We will, Mother.
I don't know.
My final gifts to you,
I don't think
before
so.
you run off, are an observation and a suggestion. Firstly, Fortuno has ever been a serious man, but it was only after you were born that he truly lost himself in his work. I may not know the Forum's inner workings, but I know your father's. The timing of that change in him holds some significance. Secondly, do not seek to best your father with words. Far better that you simply show him. Let him discover the merit of your actions, after they cannot be undone.
Ask for forgiveness, not for permission. That was Mom's way of saying that.
Oh, Mother.
Thanks, Mom.
We shall take your wisdom to heart. Thank you again for these gifts, and farewell for now.
We're 17 now! Let's go!
Safe travels, my children. Eat well, stay warm, and keep your friends close.
Thanks. Dang, that's nice. Thank you for indulging Mother's request. I can see it meant a lot to her, and I shall refrain from inquiring as to the content of your private conversation. Our visit was all too brief. For now, however, it will have to suffice. As will these tokens of home that we carry with us, these gifts to help us remember who we are and whence we came. But enough sentimentality. Let's return to the annex and join our companions. Well said. Is there a thread I need to be attuning to? That's like right fucking here? I swear I'm blind. To the annex. At least we don't have light sickness to worry about anymore. Enjoyed your time with Olivier's, I hope. I would ask how the twins fared, but their new outfits tell the tale. I only hope we can help them reconcile with their father, that they might return home one day with their heads held up high. In the meantime, we edge ever closer to the secret of the Forum strives to hide, and the flower bequeathed to you by Heidelin is sure to guide us going forward. I'm confident that once we've heard your report from Fafnir, we'll be equipped to plot our next move. Boy, howdy, we did that. It is 8:20. I have 20 minutes before I have to go. Like, actually go. Let's see what we can do. I'm too enthralled. Since there have been progress in both investigations, shall we share the findings from our respective locales? Let's do it. We're just gonna go straight into a dungeon, huh?
Your time in Fafnir has certainly been eventful. In my opinion, carrying out Vitra's request and assaulting the Tower of Zot should be our highest priority.
I agree. While I still have questions concerning the Forum and their grand undertaking, we have all but exhausted our avenues of investigation.
Yo, I'm liking this poster back here.
Simply pressing them any harder on the subject will almost certainly result in our expulsion. Therefore, I suggest we explore the ethereal sea connection by way of a letter to Master Matoya, then make our way to Fafnir.
I wonder, even with the protection these talismans afford us, what can we hope to achieve once inside the tower?
I don't know, beating something to a bloody pulp.
According to report, they were unable to free the Emulger. Worse, their attempts triggered the tower's defenses, which led to a summoning of Luna Ifrit.
What does it tell us that the Spires even have such defenses? Simply pulling a prisoner from the wall is fatal, thus the direct approach is doomed to failure from the outset. Any further measures to dissuade such actions seem unnecessary. Unless, of course, there is a way to free the prisoners without killing them. Then it stands to reason that any intruders will be met with overwhelming force.
The towers appeared throughout the world in but the twinkling of an eye. 'Twas by magical means these structures were raised, I surmise. A spire thus conjured must needs be maintained. And I suspect an arcane catalyst, some manner of core, doth lie hidden within. Destroy the core, and the tower ceaseth to be, thus liberating the captives without harm.
So we can hope. And I would prefer to enter the tower with a working theory than with no plan at all.
This is why I'm friends with the Scions of the Seventh Dawn. I would not have been able to figure that out.
Assuming Ishtola's reasoning is correct, the chances of the defenses remaining dormant are small to none. Any primals will have to be dealt with, and defeating one will likely only lead to the summoning of another. Our every victory will only compound the prisoner's suffering.
May we not then divide our forces? Those proficient in healing will focus on sustaining the captives. That duty can be covered by Urianger, Kryl, Yostola, and myself. The remaining Scions will proceed with the search for the core. Admittedly, this strategy puts both parties at greater risk, but it should bolster our chances of saving the Arcosodra by a considerable margin.
Are you sure about Alphino, though? Isn't he a sage now?
If you're to fight primals, then you'd best have at least one healer with you.
And I am more than happy to fulfill that role.
As I point to myself,
wielding a sage's armament to be rather intuitive, and look forward to testing them against a more challenging foe.
It seems we have a plan. All that remains is to carry it out. I will inform Radzat of our movements, so let us make our preparations and regroup near the tower.
A military post in what's left of the Hamsa hatchery should serve as a convenient staging point.
That sounds perfect. And remember, the experimental aetherite at the confluence is there for those who need it, so there's no excuse for being late.
Shudder. I'm ready to go. Waddle, 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 waddle. Let's go. Yes. What? Fuck. The little Nonka that could, that's such a... wow. Ah, a friend of Eurasia. We've been expecting you, and you as lead the mission to the tower, I'm told. The warding scales will be delivered soon. Till then, please stand by at the boat until we've readied. And when your foe's alive, up, great. To the boat. That was a fun boat. This is a Final Fantasy boat, if ever I seen one. Like, Yoshikata Amano made this boat. This is the future of the Aetherite travel. I'm stick to boats. No warning, however empathetic, would have prepared me for that. Hangovers! On account of which we are a little late, but fighting it mostly. Oh, hey. My friends, Permit me to thank you for accepting this mission. You must be, we should still call you Varshan, I suppose. Indeed, it would not do to confuse our soldiers. Very well, then. For our part, we are humbled that you should see us entrust with their warding scales. Please convey that much to His Excellency. One for each of you. Please accept them with my blessings. Our thanks. With these, we can go anywhere with the blessing of light can go. You don't need one. Not for this operation either, but all the ones to come. We can finally break into your monopoly of primals. Oh. Shit. Alright, in that case, you're all on your own. I'm being sassy about it. I'm afraid we can't let you retire just yet. You're the Scion's brightest star, after all. Hey, what's up, Zero? If everyone is amenable to it, let us review the strategy for good measure. As previously agreed, we will divide into two groups. Laura and her band will break into the tower's defenses and locate its core. Meanwhile, the rest of us will tend to the prisoners, who will doubtless want for healing due to duress of repeated summonings. I am a white mage. That's all I know. And not yet. Oh, okay. Yeah, okay. So thank you for clarifying that, Bryce. The primals which the tower bringeth forth shall be deities of Thervinian myth. As we have no prior experience with such foes, pray exercise the utmost caution when confronting them. Alright, so I am regrettably not going to be able to do this because I only have like 15 minutes before I need to like physically need to not be in this house anymore. But I will probably have time tomorrow to basically start with a dungeon. So we'll finish this off tonight. We commence the operation at your word, my friend. For the people of Fafnir, nay, the entire world, we must prevail. And yeah, honestly, I'm like now just over 3 hours on this stream, so y'all can enjoy that tomorrow. Sorry that took so long. Well, they padded this shit out. Wee wow. Alright, guys. Also, oh, it's headgear. Oh, cool. You can kind of see it. Kind of see it. Hold on. Up. Sorry. Thank Cred. Okay, yeah, it's like a headband, basically. You can't see it under my bangs. You can't see any headgear that, like, just rests on my forehead under these bangs. Sorry, guys. It's kind of the way of it. This is a good look. I like it. Okay. Yes, regrettably, I will have to go because I have to physically leave. So I will see you guys tomorrow. Thank you guys so much for watching and following and all that wonderful stuff. Let's see who we can raid.